So this is going to be part 2 of your horoscope in 2014. And today we are going to be doing water signs. And the 3 water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So we're going to do the prediction for the 3 of those elements this year, what they can look forward to. The first sign that we're going to start off with is going to be Pisces. And so Pisces are from February. My pen is going out. February 19th through March 20th. So if you were born in between those days, you are a Pisces. Okay. So, I'm just going to go over some kind of how to spot a Pisces. And a Pisces glyph is that's a Pisces glyph, and their symbol is the fish. They are ruled by the element of water, of course. Their body areas are ruled by feet in the lymphatic system. Their gemstone is aquamarine. Wish it wasn't going out. And their flower is the water lily. Their keyword is compassion. So, some words that would best describe a Pisces. Their major strengths are compassion, creativity, intuition, and psychic ability. Their major challenge are that they're escapist, impressionable, and unrealistic. Okay, so we're just doing a reading out of this book, same book I'll use in all of the videos. And we're also going to be using a website, which is astrology.horoscope.com. Okay, so things for Pisces to look forward to in 2014. Sometimes when people say the right thing, they're not just cheering up the person who's crying for help, they're also helping themselves. On January 31st, the moon conjoins Mercury in Pisces, setting off a time period during which you have a lot to help, a lot to offer others. Then, when Mercury goes retrograde and lands in Aquarius on February 12th, a friend could come back and reciprocate your help in some manner. Take advantage of it. One good turn always deserves another, and for you, another could be beneficial for the rest of the year. One thing to remember is to pace yourself. Some people might be trying to take advantage of your good nature. With Mars and Saturn both in Scorpio in August, someone might even be too subtle about using you. Keep your distance as best as you can, even if the devious person in question is the friend of someone you care about. You won't be much of help to anyone, least of all yourself, if if you burn your candle at both ends with no promise of additional illumination. Okay, so we're going to do the love life for couples, singles, and career and money. So, the spring of 2014 is dotted with multiple aspects that make this a potentially golden time for you, Pisces couples. Venus enters Pisces on April 5th and doesn't leave until May 2nd, by which time she will have made some very happy transits indeed. You and your beloved will be sailing on euphoric seas of friendly gatherings, pleasant spring nights, and mutually fun activities. With friends encouraging you and bolstering your spirits, this is a great time to instigate get-togethers of your own. Because of your Pisces nature, your very aura of tender feelings is a chance to inspire others by example. Toward the end of the year, particularly in late October and early November, when Scorpio clutches the Sun, Venus, and Saturn together, you and your loved one might become overly concerned with money. It's okay to validate those concerns, but the key thing is to come to an understanding that you can solve this problem together. You may have to give a little, and your loved one may have to give a little, but with all the giving going on, receiving both love and stability won't be far behind. And then for singles, Mercury and Venus, both vital to the task of communicating your thoughts, both verbally and not, are engaged in a quirky tango all year. Venus starts the year retrograde and, for your purposes, mostly hinders any chance for you to reach out to new friends whom you might want to consider getting closer to. But as the year progresses, Mercury enters Pisces on March 17th, followed by Venus on April 5th. At that point, if you've set your sights on someone, everything's lined up. Even the moon is in Cancer to trine Venus nicely and say, "Are you ready to have two people? Become one. The ball is in your court." Cancer, of course, will excite feelings of permanence, which will be exasperated by fire sign influences during the summer as Jupiter enters Leo on July 16th, when the Sun and Mercury joining the King of Planets in the coming weeks. There's a fire under you to make a new relationship matter in a deeper respect. You might feel as if you're not ready to make a solid decision so soon, but if you really listen to your soul and your heart, you might find you're more prepared than you think. Okay. And then finally, career and money in 2014. Your home may be the backbone of your financial and career success this year. With the King of Planets in Cancer, you might have to put your personal affairs in order while Capricorn does some of the heavy lifting for you in public at the beginning of 2014. It's a very good time to get your ducks in a row and prepare yourself for some challenging aspects. On March 1st, the Sun and Moon form a cheering section as you head into a turbulent storm. Neptune gliding in to provide an additional dose of serenity to keep you focused on the real task at hand as opposed to the inevitable political bickering. You're a walking, talking eye of the storm, and as such are bound to be vastly appreciated from the beginning of March to mid-May, when belligerent Mars and stern Saturn are retrograde. But as stated before, your home is also the backbone of your finances. Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune insist that this is the time to work on raising the value of your home. When it comes to home improvements, you'll be getting better deals than you expect. What's more, toward the end of the year, you'll be learning a lot more about why your home and hearth matter in the rough and tumble world of finance. Keep your eyes and your mind open for the seeds of self-empowerment to be planted. So that is Pisces in 2014. Let us now go to our next one, which is Cancer. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do Cancer now. And this is a summary of Cancer. So Cancer is also known as the crab. And they are born anywhere from June 21st to July 22nd. So let's find out a little bit more about the Cancer. So the Cancer's glyph is, hopefully I can do this right. So that's the Cancer's glyph. Its ruling planet is the moon. Its natural house is the 4th house. The element is, of course, water. It's ruled by body areas of the chest, the breast, and the stomach. Its gemstone is pearl. And its colors are white, silver. Its flower is the larkspur. And its keyword is receptive. So that's a little bit about Cancer. Some of Cancer's major strengths is that they're nurturing, persistent, and intuitive. Major challenges is that they're sensitive, they're moody, and changeable. It's very true. But also with the strengths too, it's very true. Okay. So, we're going to learn a little bit about what the Cancer can expect in 2014. So, dreams, ideas, and personal connections are going to be extremely valuable to you at the beginning of the year. You have a lot of ideas to sort through, and your friends can be very helpful in making this happen. Some of these ideas can seem very powerful, and others can seem a bit peculiar, but none of them should be dismissed. Jupiter is in your sign at the beginning of the year, and he's giving an approving nod in your idea making. With such mental stimulation, it seems you're charged like a battery, even when Jupiter leaves your sign on July 16th. You may feel a bit abandoned for a while and not want to talk, but you'll have developed enough favor that people will trust your intuition in even the most confusing of circles. What's more, your charged confidence will exert itself once again and come to a head toward the end of the summer. Keep your head up and don't let the smallest clues pass you by. Okay, so now we're going to do love in 2014, and we're going to start off with couples. So, there's going to be an intensity about your togetherness at the beginning of this year. In February, there will be a lot of activity within water signs, Pisces and Scorpio, that will act as an emotional drawstring. Even when you and your loved one are going through challenging times, you'll feel like you have an inescapable bond with your significant other that keeps you together on a higher level. This is certainly a positive omen of things to come. In late June, when the sun and moon both coexist peacefully within your sign, it creates a perfect environment to seal the deal. If you or your loved one have been contemplating marriage or buying a house together, you're going to find the early weeks for summer are the best time to discuss it. Your dealings from this point may not always proceed flawlessly, but they're going to be as smooth as real life can make it. What's more, Uranus's position in Aries will create unusual aspects in late October that will bring forth illuminating surprises. Okay. And then, for any single Cancers out there, this is what you can expect. You have a steady ascent ahead of you this year. You're likely to meet with someone in the early part of the year who stirs up warm feelings inside of you. even if the relationship is kept at arm's length. Still, Venus and Neptune's coexistence in Pisces, beginning on April 11th, will be given a boost by Jupiter's transit through Cancer. All that water sign activity bodes well for relaxing nights out, dreamy conversations, and warm, affectionate nights. A chance to take a relationship up a notch occurs on July 24th when the Moon, Venus, and Mercury are positioned comfortably in your sign. Both the Moon and Venus in particular make cozy trines with Neptune and Pisces, while the Sun conjoins Jupiter and Leo, creating a distant fire to warm the embers of your current relationship. While fires can get out of control, you and your potential partner have the ability to cool it when necessary. You can keep a discussion from becoming an argument, or a truth from becoming a lie. It all depends on you connecting with your love interest and changing your strategy immediately as the moment calls for it. These crucial moments could make a difference for the rest of the year, so make the most of it. Okay, and finally for Cancers in 2014, career and money. Wisdom can sometimes be a common sense with an edge, and in your case, you're going to be sharing so much wisdom that even you might be amazed at how effortless it seems. This benefits you in many ways in 2014. Job interviews seem a lot easier as you're able to anticipate what the interviewer wants. In mid-March, Jupiter's now direct transit through your sign will enhance your ability to read between the lines of contracts and rule books to get the results you need. If you've been intimidated by bureaucracy before, step right in. You have what it takes to sort it out with a personal human touch. There may still be a few speed bumps in the way, especially when money doesn't come as quickly as you need it around mid-August. Secretive Scorpio also hosts 2 planets, the Moon and Mercury. On September 27th, create an environment where valuable information is kept from you. However, you've got the ability to keep up with the pressure and get results. If you do so, you may be the recipient of a special career-related present on December 25th. Okay, so looking good, Cancer. Alright, and finally, we are going to be doing Scorpio. Okay, so finally we've got Scorpio. And Scorpio, their sign is the Scorpion, and you would be born from October 22nd to November 22nd. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure some more out about Scorpio. So the glyph for Scorpio is so that's the glyph. You are ruled by Pluto, or Mars is the ancient ruler. Your element, of course, is water. You are ruled by the reproductive system and the colon. Your gemstone is topaz. Your colors are black and burgundy, and your flower is a chrysanthemum. And your keyword is intensity. Okay, so some major strengths of a Scorpio is their determination, their endurance, and their willpower. Some major challenges are their stubbornness, their jealousy, and their vengeance. Okay, so 2014 for the Scorpio. The universe has plotted a way for you to reveal more of your inner self to your friends and family, but you'll be getting something in return. From February 10th through February 12th, the moon in Cancer will be trine Saturn in Scorpio, meaning that difficulties within the home will be ironed out through the use of your own personal wisdom. The level of familiarity you might have with friends, acquaintances, and neighbors might be equally unnerving and exhilarating, but don't worry, you'll be getting something out of it as well. And with the sun conjoining the moon in Cancer, you'll be able to retreat with no guilt when the outside world gets to be too much. The important thing is to remember every bit of information you receive this year will be helpful to you. Mostly this will involve how to handle or talk to difficult people, which will be worth a lot to you, both in your daily life and your career. Keep your eyes and your ears open. So if you are a Scorpio in a relationship, then this is your horoscope. Who can guess when and where to broach a subject? It may have been difficult for you in times gone by, but in the early part of the year, you and your beloved just might be able to reach each other by nonverbal cues alone. The answer to every question, good and not so good, is half answered by the other person's presence. Venus and Capricorn regularly form a comfortable sextile for the first part of the year with Saturn in your sign, thus putting a healing balm on potentially volatile issues. Thus, even troublesome questions can have acceptable answers. You and your loved one gain the superhuman ability to shrug and say, that's the way it is, and be okay with that. Because, very fortunately, the Sun, Moon, and Venus all congregate in your sign in October, giving you and your loved one a newer, fresh perspective on your romantic life. Small issues become even smaller, even insignificant, and now you'll be able to find the strength to solve them rather than put them on the back burner. Okay, and if you are single and a Scorpio, it says for the single Scorpio, you're going to be in something of a quandary in 2014. You may be unsure if someone you're seeing or want to date is interested in you romantically, but at the same time, you can see this person seriously interested in anyone else. You can't see them. For the first 3 months, with the moon sextile with Venus and Capricorn strangely augmented by the moon and Saturn's conjunction in your sign, mixed signals may be the best way to describe how your communications are going. Still, while a lot of responsibility may fall upon you to express your feelings more often, you can't always guarantee that these expressions will go how you want them to. With Venus entering Pisces on April 5th, you may be allowed to push limits a little, but this is more of an acceptable agreement than a true understanding. Still, such connections shouldn't be sneezed at, since the Sun, Moon, and Venus in Scorpio on October 23rd are going to open new doors for you. Your romantic chemistry may be building in intensity by that time, or someone new arrives on the scene. It's a matter of what you choose to do with it and where you choose to go. And then finally, career and money in 2014 for the Scorpio. With Capricorn being a heavy influence at the beginning of the year, capturing the Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Pluto, your year may get off to a work-heavy start. Before too long, however, you should settle into a routine while subtly planting the seeds for positive change within your work life. Even if you're searching for work, your methods and ideas are apt to gain quite a bit of attention by your prospective employers. This year starts off with possibilities that almost leap into your lap, yet your success depends on how well you think on your feet once the offers are made. If you play your cards right, you should be able to weather a quiet period of inertia broken by occasional storms. A water trine on March 11th gives you an additional boost in financial and career strength, but even with this, what you get out of it will depend on what you put into it. Give as much as you receive, and you're apt to receive 1.5 times as much as what you put in. So that is our 2014 horoscopes for water signs. Water signs being Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So I hope that answered some questions and maybe gave you something to look forward to. I still have 2 more signs left to go. That's air and earth. And I think tomorrow we're going to be doing, I don't know, I'll decide tomorrow. Maybe we'll do earth tomorrow. Earth is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And air is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, and I'm excited to see what is in store for me in 2014. P.S. If you don't believe in horoscopes, then you don't have to watch them. Some people really follow these heavily because it is really old. The ideas behind reading the stars, it's extremely old. But it doesn't mean it's correct. Doesn't mean it's incorrect. It's whatever you want to believe, whatever makes you happy. So if it doesn't make you happy, then I hope that you have a wonderful 2014. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.